Hey guys, how are you? Ken Gruber here, and in this video I'm going to talk about the pros and cons of Uber driving here in Sydney, Australia. I've been doing this job for 1.5 years now, so I'm going to list my opinion about the positives and negatives. Feel free to agree or disagree in the comment section. Let me know what you think. But before we start with the video, make sure you subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and also if you're thinking about becoming an Uber driver, use my referral code in the link. If you're a returning driver, also there's a referral code for you. Okay, let's go. So I'm gonna start with the cons. I think it's always better to start with the bad news. And I would say the first one is the cost involved in this job, because you have amount that you earn in the app every week here in Sydney. Let's say you get $1,000 and you say, okay, I made $1,000, that's good money. But then you have to deduct a lot of stuff. So the car rent, the petrol, the tolls, the car wash, the water, the mentals to the rider. So the amount you earn in the app is very different from the amount ends up in your pocket, because you also have to declare tax, pay GST. So you might be misled about the amount that you get in the app, and then when you see at the end, you don't get half of it, or maybe it depends, of course. I'm gonna talk about it later in the taxes video, but make sure you don't rely only on the amount you get in the app, okay? Because it's not the money end up in your pocket, okay? Second point, you're self-employed, which means that you have no rights. You don't have minimum paid hourly, you don't have sick leave, you don't have annual leave, you don't have superannuation, so you don't have the rights of a full-time or part-time job. So you need to think about that as well when you are saving money for a holiday, or you get sick, you are not able to work. What are you going to do, you know? So put that in consideration. That's a huge negative for me. The third point for me is difficult to be healthy in this job, because I'm not constantly drinking water, because otherwise I'm stopping every half an hour to pee when I should be driving. I'm usually working nights, and I don't have a fridge here to keep my food, so I'm usually stopping on McDonald's or a kebab shop just to eat, you know. So for me, it's a bit hard to be healthy compared to other jobs that I had in an office, for example. So I highly recommend you guys to have regular breaks, maybe every 2 or 4 hours, have a break, stretch yourself, because being seated in this chair here for like 10 hours straight is just gonna kill you with time, okay? Make sure you don't do that. Take regular breaks, stretch, take a deep breath, meditate, you know, because it can be stressful as well. Have a coffee and try to keep yourself healthy as much as you can. Fourth, Uber support is just terrible for drivers. They don't give a shit about you. That's the truth. Okay, so if a rider complains about you and say that you are a shit driver, that you try to harass the rider, the app is gonna lock your account, and you have to prove that you didn't do anything wrong. They don't give a shit that if the rider was lying or anything, they're gonna lock your account. It happens every hour in the world. Riders, they don't give a shit. They're just gonna report you for no reason, and you get fucked. That's why I recommend you to have a dash cam, okay? Number 5, it can be a stressful job. Being in traffic for hours, it can be stress. You get some shitty riders. I'm gonna be honest, most of the riders I get, they are nice, but you can have people, they just ruin your day. They're just bad vibes. So you need to be prepared to deal with this kind of shit people. With shit drivers here in Australia, people, they're terrible drivers as well. So try to keep your mind in place and be very patient. I'm trying to work on that. I'm not very patient, but it can be stressful sometimes. Last but not least, number 6, you gotta work when people are having fun. If you want to make real money in this job, you gotta work on weekends, Friday nights, and take people to a party, take people to dinner. You see people, they're very good looking, guys with girls, girls with guys, and you thought, oh my god, could be me, you know, this kind of shit. If you're single, of course, hopefully. You have a priority in your life. So do I want to have fun, or do I want to work? Because if I'm gonna have fun, I'm gonna spend money, and I could have been working. Sometimes I'm in the middle of the party and I get my app, I say, oh, it's surging now, I should be working. So you need to have priorities and set what are our goals, okay? And sometimes you need to focus on being responsible and not having fun. That's how it works. So now let's go to the pros of Uber driving here in Sydney, the good news. I'd like to start with flexibility, but it has a huge disclaimer, okay? It is flexible, it is a flexible job. You can turn on and off the app whenever you want, but you need to keep in mind that Sydney is not a busy city, and you won't turn on your app like at 1 p.m. on a Monday on weekdays and make tons of money. Keep that in mind. You have a peak times to work, you have set hours, because Sydney isn't just busy. So you got to work on the peak hours, focus on the peak hours, I would say from 6 to 10 a.m. on weekdays, and also from 4 to 7 to 8 on weekdays if you want to make some money. On evenings, you can also work maybe in the nighttime when people are going to party and this kind of stuff. Saturday is a must if you want to make money. But test it for yourself, but keep that in mind, okay? It's flexible, yes. But if you want to make money, you need to work in the right hours. Second point, be your own boss. I've worked in many places, and the fact that you don't have people telling you what to do and this kind of stuff is very good. You can say, oh, the rider is your boss. No, he pays my salary, but the car is mine. So I can kick them out of the car if they are dickheads, if they're annoying. I've done that. I've shown you in my videos. And the fact that you're just in your car, you're doing whatever. Most of the people, they're so nice. It's very good. And also helps with the stress thing. So you put your music, you chat with people, and that's very good. The third point, for me, it's an enjoyable job. So most of the people are nice. You can have a chat, you can have a laugh. I have karaoke in the car. I share my rides with you. You guys see I have a lot of fun moments compared to the bad moments. So overall, I think it's a good job if you want to talk people, meet people. And that comes to the fourth point, which is networking. You get the chance to know a lot of people you probably wouldn't know, CEOs of companies. Very interesting chats. Expand your mind talking to people. I highly recommend that. I've improved my English as well with this job. And if you're an introverted person, this is a chance for you to increase your skills of communications and try talking to people about subjects that you don't usually talk. It's very cool and very nice opportunity, okay? Next topic, we go to earnings. I think that even though it's not a busy city, you can make great earnings here if you work in the right hours. You can make from $40 to $50 an hour, and that's a good amount of money compared to other jobs that you probably don't like. I don't know if you think to do this full time or just an extra, but you can make great earnings if you focus and you work smart. That's the secret of this job, okay? And last but not least, this is a safe job. I believe that Australia is a very safe country, and working as an Uber driver in Sydney has always been safe for me. I never had issues of like robbing or people trying to steal my car, this kind of stuff. I say that, I'm not sure where you're from, but I say that because I have a lot of Brazilians talking to me about being robbed and having their windows broken and people stealing their phones. Like here I work like this, sometimes with the windows open, people can easily steal my cell phone, but it never happened. So this is a job in this country where I feel completely safe. I'm not concerned about where I need to stop if people looking to my car and this kind of stuff, which I'm pretty sure is different depending on where you're from. I'm Brazilian, so I see a lot of videos from drivers in Brazil being robbed, and this is a job I probably wouldn't do in Brazil. Okay, to conclude the video, I would say that this is a good job. Of course, there are a lot of things that could be improved, but I've done a lot of things here in Sydney. I like this job, and I believe that you can make a decent amount of money if you work smart. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that for the rest of my life, but I'm sharing with you my pros and cons. Let me know what you think in the comment below. And also make sure you subscribe to the channel and use my link if you're considering to become an Uber driver, or even you can use my link if you want to do Uber Eats as well. Okay, guys, I see you next time. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I hope I helped you somehow. Okay, cheers.